3, 2.
Hello, Pro Yogi family. Welcome to the official first yoga session of our journey. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. We are, of course, starting with the roots in our red. And I love to approach any yoga session, but particularly coming to the root from a place of gratitude. Gratitude is the easiest way to offset feelings of anger, of lack of security, feeling unsafe. So I always say, especially as an able-bodied human, someone that can walk, talk, move on your own, the first place to be grateful is just that you have the capacity to do for yourself. So I love to meet at the mat from a place of gratitude. So we'll start from there. And we're going to come down to our feet. So I was asking about the options, but yeah. Coming down to the feet. I love to just start on my tippy toes, walk back on the heels, side to side, just kind of getting a feel for the full tripod of the feet. Your feet should be about hip width apart, not too wide, not too close together. Should feel really natural. And again, using this chance to get to know the body. You're just having a good time with it, no pressure. Just meeting your body at the mat. Once you've hit all the quadrants of the feet, we're going to meet in the middle. This is our mountain pose. Even here when you're standing, I want to be mindful about a relaxation in the back of your legs. So your knees should have a slight bend to them. I also want to make sure that tailbone is not sitting out, so tuck the tailbone down. In cheerleading, you used to learn the concept of pinching a penny between your booty cheeks. So if that helps, you can use that concept. Either way, slight bend to the knee, tuck the tailbone down, and from here, lift from the chest and the crown, which should feel like an invisible string on the top of your head. I always say it's kind of like Ariel on the rock in The Little Mermaid, where she's standing at the rock. So strip that chest out. Let's just be here for a moment. Again, gratitude for the body, that we have the opportunity to even move the body as we please. You say shift to the left, the body does it. You say shift to the right. You can even take a moment to twist. That feels good. This is a practice. So we are here to get to know the body as much as we are here to do some yoga. So find yourself. Get to know you. What's going on in your body? How you feeling today? My ankles hurt. I don't know about you. So I'm being a little kind to my feet. So even taking a moment to do a quick body scan. Roll the shoulders back. And breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to take our arms. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Even here, slight bend to the knee. Just trying to touch the toes in our forward fold. You can leave the hands in front of you on the mat. You can grab the back of the legs or the shin. Or you can cup your elbows and rock side to side. Whatever feels good. Yeah. Using this opportunity to get to know your body, see how you feel. That was our halfway point. Make sure to breathe. Using your inhale, you can halfway lift. And then use your exhale to forward fold. Should feel a nice good stretch in the back of the legs. I call this putting on our red pants. We are opening up the legs. Whew. 2 more breaths. Make them count. Whew. And we're going to use our next inhale to sweep the arms behind the body, above the head. If it feels good, push the pelvis forward a little for a nice back stretch. Exhale, release. We're closing the hands and prayer above the head. Nice deep breath here. Hands at prayer. Taking that moment again, grateful to feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale here, exhale. Release the hands to either side of the body. And just in that first stretch alone, usually helps to wake me up, like morning coffee. Gets the body moving and the blood flowing. Again, leaning back at mountain. If it feels good to rock side to side, please do so. Swing the arms. Remember, this is a practice. You are here getting to know your body, even more so than you are listening to what I'm saying. So yes, tune in. Take this chance that you're using on the mat. Again, to know the self. Do what feels good. Find a back stretch. Use the opportunity that we have in our mountain to just move the body. Leaning back here. Same concept. Tucking that tailbone down. Slight bend to the knee. Lift from the chest and the crown. Take a nice deep breath here. And next, inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. This time, we are leaving the left hand down on the mat, bend that left knee, lift that right hand up to the sky. Right leg should be straight. Should feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the skull. If it feels good to face the head towards the sky for alignment. Rooting into those heels. That was our halfway point. Don't forget to use your inhale and exhale to breathe into those tight spaces. 2 more breaths. Let's make them count. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment here. And use your next inhale. Sweep the arms behind the body, above the head. Push that pelvis forward if it feels good. Exhale, close the hand above the head. Nice deep breath. Exhale, release the hands to prayer at the heart. Gratitude. Can you feel the difference in both sides of the body now that we stretched one half? Next, exhale, release the hands. Leaning back at our mountain pose. Like I said, it feels good to rock side to side. Twist the spine. Do a slight back bend, whatever feels good. Just meet us back here at neutral space. Slight bend to the knee. Tuck that tailbone down. Lift from the chest and the crown. Next, we're going to inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Oof, this time, let me actually switch. This time we're going to right hand down the mat, then that right knee. Ooh, left hand up to the sky, left leg straight. Again, you should feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the left leg. Again, opening up the back of the legs, really getting into the heels and the sitting bones. If it feels good, turn your head to the sky, look upward. That was our halfway point. Use Use your breath. Root into the heels. Two more breaths. Let's make them count. Next, exhale, forward fold. Ooh. Just taking a moment here. If it feels good, you can rock side to side, cupping the elbows, grab the back of the shins, touch the ground in front of you. Either way, you're rooting into those heels. And when you're ready, use your next inhale to sweep the arms behind the body, above the head. Push the pelvis forward if it feels good. Exhale, straighten the spine, closing the palms above the head. Exhale, release the hands back to center at the heart. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the sides of the body. Even after those first three, just opening the back of the legs feels so good. Again, learn to be kind to the self. You even use an option right now to do a body scan, see how different you feel. In the beginning of our sessions now. The more you can be aware of those subtle body changes, the more you can be in tune with big changes. Be able to control them more and be engaged with your mood, how you're feeling. And a lot of times we don't acknowledge how much our body feels affects our mood. Like you'll have a pain in your hip all day, makes you a little crabby. Sometimes it helps to open up stuff in the body, to release stuff that's you're feeling in the heart and the brain. So let's continue. This time we're going to do another forward fold. This time we're doing the toe lock. So we're taking our pointer and our middle finger, and we're going to lock our big toes. Even here, before we do our forward fold, find your tripod in your feet. That is the heel, the big toe, and the pinky toe. Once you've found your middle, slight bend to the knee, tuck the tailbone down, lift from the chest and the crown. Exhale, relax the shoulder, the big tensed up. And from here, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. This time, like I said, we're taking our pointer and middle, locking that big toe. We're going to use it as almost like our arms like resistance bands. And get a nice, good stretch in the back of the leg before we move to our next phase. So here, we're going to take a nice deep breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Ooh. Use your toes and your fingers to resist each other. Do a nice, good stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. For the last five, I'll just turn to the side so you can see how the body lifts. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We got two more of those. Part of the body scan is knowing if you're starting to feel lightheaded or getting too numb. Release and come back into mountain pose. So for the ones that are still hanging with me, we got two more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Whew. I'm starting to go now. This is definitely my last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands. Ooh. Final forward fold. Make sure those knees have a nice good bend to them. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms above the body. Sweep them behind you. Push that pelvis forward if it feels good. Exhale. Hands at prayer above the head. Nice deep breath here. Hands down to prayer. Just taking a moment. Having gratitude for yourself for taking this opportunity to meet yourself at the mat. You could be doing anything else with your time, but you are here with me and you are appreciated. Exhale, release the hands to either side of the body. Back of my legs already feel so much better. I haven't stretched all week and I sit down for work, so my body has been screaming at me. Whew. And again, just taking a moment here in our mountain pose. As you see, I'm just moving with my body. If standing still feels good to you, that's fine. But again, to practice, use this opportunity to see where you need some TLC. My shoulders also hurt. So again, just being kind to the self. Now we're going to get our first lower back stretch, a really good one in. These are standing half camel, I suppose. But here we're going to be using our hands to support our lower back. You can either have the palms up or fingers up, whatever feels good to you. Even here, slight bend to the knee. Tuck that tailbone down. Lift from the chest and the crown. We're taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, push the pelvis forward. Just get a nice, good lower back stretch. And when you're ready, use your hands to support your lower back. Inhale, back up to center. Tuck that tailbone back down. Meet me at mountain. As you can see, we're moving slowly up the body. We are focused mostly on our legs today because it is roots, but the lower back is pretty important too. So let's not forget. In this moment, coming back from our mountain, I want you to start to rock side to side with more intention. We're going to slowly get prepared to go into our tree, to our right side. But I like to ease myself into tree pose. So I always start this rocking side to side. And maybe on your third rock, you start to send all your weight to the right side of your body. Just lifting your foot off the mat a couple of times. And then maybe on your third chance, or your third one, you bring that foot in. You can either keep your foot on the mat, you can put it on your shin, or on your thigh, just as long as it's not on your knee joint. And I can't balance today, so I'm going to be real chill about this. Meet me here in our tree pose. Even with your left toe and right, you still challenge yourself to put most of your weight into your right foot and your right heel. Again, it is a practice, no need for perfection. In fact, I'm showing that by not doing the full tree, so you don't feel like you have to be balanced. Your brain's still doing a lot of work. So this, again, my phrase is to be kind to yourself. That is our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. On on your next exhale, if your foot is up, release. We'll just bring it back down into our neutral mountain. Again, feeling the difference. Even if your foot was on the mat, you said to bring a lot of energy to the right side of the body. Your brain is still doing the same work. Doesn't have to be the fanciest, coolest version of a pose for the work to be done. And you see we're just going into our rocking side to side, preparing to go into our left side tree pose. Again, I like to ease myself, especially on the yoga mat, because I am a mover and a rusher off the mat. So I like to be mindful about how I treat myself on the mat, so I may eventually carry that energy off of it. But for now, I try to be intentional and slow my movements. Even here, now that I rock side to side, just lifting my left foot off the mat a couple of times. And maybe on that third time, when you're ready, you can either bring your foot to the mat next to your ankle. You can bring it in the shin or at the thigh. Just please do not put it on your knee joint. And wherever you are, meet me here in our left side tree pose. Even here, a slight bend to the knee. Tuck the tailbone down. And meet me here, whatever it looks like. Doesn't have to be perfect. Very good. That is our halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. Next exhale, release the foot back down, meeting in our mountain pose. Again, always use a mountain pose as a body scan opportunity. How do you feel after those two balancing poses? I can really feel the energy moving up my legs. Mostly just blood circulation, obviously, but energetic flow and blood flow are interchangeable in my opinion. Where blood can't flow, energy can't flow. So, same concept. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our feet together for the actual OG mountain pose. Feet all the way together. Almost finding our tree where we can stand on both our roots. And I love doing this pose after tree because it makes me realize what a privilege it is to have 2 feet to stand on. Feels so perfectly effortless to just stand here comfortably in this pose. Some people have chronic pain that does not allow them to stand like this. Some people don't have the actual body parts to do so. Some people can't use them even if they have the body parts. It's just such a small thing to be grateful for, but seriously, starting with just being able-bodied will shift your day. You might be hating that you gotta walk to the bus station to get to work, but you can't walk to the bus station to get to work. So find those things to be grateful for. They will carry you through your days, especially the hard ones. All right. Now we're doing the opposite, spreading our feet wide as we can. I always say that you're in a good spot if you can twerk from here. We should feel nice and steady as you did, feet closed, feet hip width apart. Your wide-legged position should feel just as good. And even here, same idea, slight bend to the knee, tuck that tailbone down, and lift from the chest and the crown. Relax the shoulders on an exhale if they've tightened up. And when you're ready, inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh, I just cracked my hip. A sign that my body is happy. What kind of body cues does your body tell you when you've made a good stretch? Whenever I pop my left hip, I know that I'm in the right direction. Even here, just our forward fold. You can either keep the hand in front of you on the mat, and you can grab the ankles, the back of the legs or the shins, or cup your elbows and rock side to side. Whatever choice you make, just make sure you find your breath. In fact, the breath is more important than the stretch. I always say let the breath take you or stretch where it's supposed to go. But if you're not breathing deeply, it does not matter. And when you do deep breathe, your body will naturally fall into the pose. So again, let yourself ease into this practice. Whew. Always linger in this pose a little longer. Going back to that practice. So if you are getting lightheaded or need to come out, this part of the practice is listening to your body. Just meet us back in mountain. No rush, no worries. But here we have 2 more breaths. Let's make them count. Ooh. Ooh, Chile. And when you're ready, we're using our next inhale to push up off the mat. And you can walk back to our hip width apart standing position. Again, same concept. Find a tripod at the feet. Tuck those knees. And tuck the tailbone, slight bend to the knee. Lift from the chest and the crown. Relax the shoulders if they tense up. Beauty bug. When you're ready, we're going back into our wide-legged stance. Same thing, we did our forward fold and our twist. So same concept. This time we're going to go to the right, but before you do that, make sure you found the tripod in the feet. If you can twerk from here, you're probably in a good position. Slight bend to the knee, tuck that tailbone down, and lift from the chest and the crown. Relax those shoulders if they start to tense up. And when you're ready, arms above the head. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. This time, right hand stays on the mat, left hand up to the sky for a twist. Ooh. As you can see, we're still stretching the back of the legs, but adding this final twist is slowly moving up the body. Even though the focus is still so much on the feet. Halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. Next, exhale. Ooh. Forward fold. Take a moment to breathe here. Nice deep breath. And on your next inhale, push off the mat. Back into our standing pose. Pose our Wonder Woman pose. And then walk yourself back into our neutral standing. Find the tripod in the feet. Slight bend to the knee. Tuck that tailbone down and lift from the chest and the crown. Shake the shoulders, relax them out if they've got tense on you. Breathing here. Again, that bodies can do. Both sides feel different. One side is stretched, one side is not. I love tuning into those subtle differences. Bodily awareness. Bodily awareness is as much a skill as anything, so something worth cultivating. And we're going to go back into our wide-legged stance. Of course, go into our other side. Before we do that, make sure you feel comfortable in your tripod. When I spread my feet, it sends more weight to the inside of my toes. Wherever it goes, just make sure you feel steady. And even here, slight bend to the knee. Tuck that tailbone down. Lift from the chest and the crown and relax the shoulders if they tightened up. Nice deep breath here. And use your next inhale to sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Woo. This time, left hand stays on the mat. Right hand up to the sky for a spinal twist. If it feels good to lift or turn the head to the sky, you can do so. Ooh. Again, root into those heels. Halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. And exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breath here. And when you're ready, use an inhale to push off the mat. Back into our Wonder Woman position. And walking back into our neutral hip width apart mountain pose. Meeting here for a body scan. How do you feel? I feel like I needed this a week ago. My body's like, girl, how you gonna be the yoga instructor and don't be doing yoga? But I'm so grateful. My body's very happy so far. My body is always happy when I meet at the mat. So that's just my own personal journey of committing. But here we are today. And it's a pleasure to meet you here. Again, I always use my mountain to just turn into the body. As you see, I am rolling the shoulders. If you want to see that, I'm just arching my back. Bringing those shoulders in and out. And we're going back into our wide-legged stance one more time before we get to the mat. Getting closer to my favorite position, which is laying down, horse pose. But before we get to there, we got one more wide-legged stretch to do. We got our sumo squats. We need to get some blood flowing and a little muscle building. So let's get it. Here we are going to, same as usual, find that tripod, slight bend to the knee, tuck that tailbone down, and lift from the chest and the crown. Relax the shoulders. Next, inhale, arms above the head. And exhale, forward fold. This time we're keeping both our hands in front of us on the mat. Find those heels, find that tripod, and root right into those feet. We're going to use our inhale and exhale, 2 squats. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath here. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, drop that tailbone down. Inhale up, forward fold. Exhale, drop that tailbone, sumo squat, get low. Ooh. Inhale, up. Exhale,
Drop the tailbone. Squat. Root into those heels. Let's get it. Root, root, root. Inhale up. Exhale. Squat. This is our halfway point. But do your body scan. Be authentic with yourself and genuine. If you need to go back into mountain pose, please do so, and we'll just meet you there. We got 4 more of these. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Drop into that squat. Ooh. Root into those heels. Inhale up. Forward fold. Exhale. Release. Dropping. We got 2 more of these. Inhale up. Forward fold. Exhale. Release. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale. Woo! Root, root, root. Oh, you did it. Last inhale. And this time on your next exhale, push off the mat. Into our Wonder Woman pose. We did it. Walking back into our mountain, even if you only did 5. And again, I always say use your mountain as your body scan. You twist, turn. How do you feel after our first standing up portion of this session? Okay. Now we're going to prepare to get to our mat. I like to, again, do everything with kindness in my body and mind. So even the way that we get to the mat is going to be a little fun. We're going to go back into our one-legged pose. And you're going to use your hands in front of you as if we're about to do our sumo squat. Once your hands touch the mat, just bend one knee at a time. And then you can just slowly sit and meet me in our cross-legged sukhasana. Getting closer to my favorite pose. I love horse because you're really just laying on the ground, but you're doing yoga. So someone, they can't say you're not doing anything. You're doing yoga. Put me here in our sitting bones. We're going to find our new tripod. The new one is sitting bones and the front of the pelvic floor. And once you've found that tripod, I always say, I call them ice cream scoops. You're making like a up and down like C shape with your pelvis. And once you're done with your ice cream scoops, just make a few circles. Just make sure whatever direction you go, you reverse those circles as well. And just coming into our sitting position. How do the hips feel? Does it feel good to sit like this? You have any trouble sitting cross-legged for long periods of time? And if you do, we're going to definitely work on that, so no worries. If you need to put a pillow, sometimes it helps to put pillows underneath both sides of the body. If there's any side that's more tight than the other. Again, you're not here to impress anybody, you're here to get to know the body. So if your body's telling you that one side is tight, grab the pillow. We spend most of our days commanding our body on what to do and not do. I think for the first time you can do the reverse and listen to your body and say, what do you need from me? Whether that be a drink of water, gotta go to the bathroom, pause me. It's a video, come on girl. Or guys, sorry. But yes, now that we're here, in our sitting position, you've done your circles, you've done your scoops, and we're just meeting back at the middle. If it feels good for you, you can do the root mudra. That's just the thumb and the pointed finger together. I'm looking at number 3 with the hands. I just rest them on both of my knees. Just make sure that your shoulders are free. And even here, lift from the chest and the crown. Our love basic process. Also our new body scan position. So whenever we come back here, just give yourself the opportunity to see how you feel between the poses. Alright, so when you're ready, we're going to send our right leg out. You can keep those right toes pointed up. You're going to keep your left leg bent inward. One thing you want to be careful about is lifting up on this hip. Find your sitting bones even. Here you have to adjust yourself to keep your integrity in your pose. If it feels good, you can bring your right arm inside of your right leg. That's going to twist the body upward. You can use the elbow as resistance against the leg. Natural twist. If it feels good, you can also send that left arm across the body as if you're trying to touch your right toes. You should feel a nice deep stretch all right here. That is the halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. And on your next inhale, sweep that left arm back across the body. Bring that right foot in. And meet me after your ice cream scoops and your circles. And for a quick body scan, can you feel the difference in both sides of the torso? And just tuning into that as you prepare to go to the next side. You can send your left leg out, keeping your right leg bent in. Be careful about lifting onto this hip, so if you need to adjust your sitting bones back down, please do so. And we're keeping these left toes pointed up to the sky. If it feels good to bring your left arm into your left leg, you can. That creates a twist upward. You can leave your right hand on your right knee, but if you like, you can also send your right arm across the body as if you were trying to touch your left toes. Breathe into the tight spaces. Send the breath. The breath is more important than the stretch. In fact, I would prefer you do a less taxing version of the stretch if it means you get to breathe deeper. That is our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. And use your next inhale. Back to center. And bring that left leg back in. Woo. If it feels good to do your ice cream scoops. If it feels good to do your circles. Just make sure you reverse those circles. All right. Still doing some leg work. This time we're sending our feet in front of us. And we're going to actually, this time, bend the right knee. Almost making a number 4 with your legs. That's how it looks to me. Again, even here, adjust and find these sitting bones. We are going to, even here, lift from the chest and the crown and relax the shoulders. And use your next inhale to sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh. Even here, I use my inhale to lift, straighten the spine. Exhale to forward fold. Let your breath do the work for you. You don't have to fight for the stretch. If your body don't want to go past 2 inches, let it be. Ooh. That is our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. Use your next inhale to come back up to center. Exhale, bringing that left foot back in. Ice cream scoops. Circles. Make sure you reverse it if you will. This time sending the right foot forward. Left leg stays bent. Find those sitting bones even here. Using an inhale to lift from the chest and the crown. And an exhale to relax the shoulders. And use your next inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Again, use your breath. Use your inhale, use to straighten my spine. And an exhale to forward fold. Don't have to fight for the stretch. It will come with the breath. Halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. And your next inhale, coming back up to center. Ooh, crack the right hip. Bringing the right foot back in. What kind of body cues have you been hearing from yourself this whole practice, I wonder? And that hip hop is always my indicator that I'm in the right direction. And my body's saying thank you. This time, sending both feet out in front of us. To get a nice deep stretch. Find the sitting bones. Ooh, even this alone is a stretch for me. This kind of hurts. Again, I'm learning my body. Some people are super flexible with their legs, wider. or if their legs are bent. Well, you're just getting to know yourself and getting to know me. Make sure you're just being kind to the self no matter what you're feeling. Even here, using an inhale too. Lift from the chest and the crown. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And use your next inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Again, let your body be where it's going to be, and let your breath show you the stretch. Using my inhale to straighten my spine, and the exhale to forward fold. That was the halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. I hate this pose. And my body loves it. Next, inhale. Back to center. Whew. I can literally feel the blood flow. Coming up my legs. Doing your ice cream scoops. Do your circles. Just make sure you reverse them. Got a few more poses standing. Oh, sitting up. We're almost there. But when you're ready, we're going to bring our feet together. Soles together. Find the sitting bones. Use an inhale to lift from the chest and the crown. And an exhale to relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, next inhale, arms above the head. Exhale. Ooh, forward fold. Woo. Woo. That was our halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. Use your next inhale to come back up to center. Back into our Sukhasana, cross-legged. Don't forget your ice cream scoops and your circles if they feel good. Just make sure that as you do the circles, you reverse them. Alright. Stretch.
send our feet in front of us again. This time, I want you to bring your feet to the mat. Almost like what I consider probably like a birthing position. Open up those legs. And we're just going to open up the sides of the legs. Again, this is the root. So moving up the legs and moving that energy up the legs so we can get to the rest of the body. Moving up the chakra points. When you're ready, we're just going to send our legs to the right. Ooh. Ooh. Pop that hip. Breathe here. Just feel a nice good stretch on the outside of this leg, hopefully. There's not parts of the body we don't get to hit typically. Ooh. I feel it here at the front too. This is our halfway point. Two more breaths, make them count. Ooh. Next, inhale, bring the knees back to center. You need to use your hands to assist you. Go ahead. Take a moment to breathe here. And use your next exhale to just let your legs fall to the other side. It's like hitting this muscle right here that goes all along. Where are you feeling it? That was our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. Next, inhale, come back up to center. When you're ready, you're coming back into our Sukhasana. Now, coming out of the session for a minute, I can see that my time is running. Is it very strict, or is it just one of those, I keep going and play with difference? How does that work?
I have a little time, so you can keep going.
Okay.
Send me the link, I'll show you.
I think I got like 15 minutes left, but I thought it was an hour, but it must have been a little bit longer. But I was like to add more talking into it for the sake of it.
Oh, yeah.
To have humans that might not know my body cues.
No worries, no worries.
Thank you. Okay. Again, meeting at Sukhasana. Don't forget your scoops if they feel good. Weird circles. Just make sure you reverse them. Got one more pose before we get to lay down. So close. So we're gonna send our legs out wide. So we're gonna do a wide-legged forward fold. Come on. Ooh. Again, even here, find the sitting bones. We're gonna use an inhale to lift from the chest and the crown, and an exhale to relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, use your next inhale to sweep the arms above the head.
And exhale, forward fold. Oof. If it feels good, you can stay here. Right in the middle. And again, this is a practice. So I'm just sending my body to the left side just to do a little quick cinnamon. You can almost, if you send it, you can almost feel every part of your muscle that is moving alongside your head. Ooh. And if it feels good, yes. Yeah, it's a practice. You're having a conversation with your body right now. In every breath you send to a tight space, and every body signal your body gets back, that is a dialogue. In fact, the best thing we can do is learn to tune into conversations that don't have words. Or tuning into language outside of verbal language. The body has a lot to say, and only one half of your brain even speaks, so consider that. Woo. I forgot our halfway point, but we do have 2 more breaths. Make them count. Woo. Use your next inhale to come back up to center. Ooh. Slowly coming back into Sukhasana. Meet me here. Do your ice cream scoops. Do your circles if they feel good. Just make sure you reverse them. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your time and energy as we approach the end. We're almost there to my favorite pose. So close. Alright, time to get on the mat. We're going to lay down. Now before we get super comfy, I want you to send the knees toward the chest as if hugging the body. Do a little rock side to side here as well. Even making circles with the knees. It's a good massage on the lower back. Same idea, if you do the circles, just make sure you reverse them. And I am going to send both of my arms out to both sides in the T form. And we're just going to send our legs down to the right. Turn that head to the left. You should feel a nice, good twist in the lower back. Even here, find your breath. The breath is more important than the pose. In fact, the breath will get you to the pose. That was our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. Use your next inhale to straighten that head. And using those core muscles. Ooh, bring those knees back to center. Rock side to side. Make small circles. If it feels good, just make sure you reverse those circles. Whew. Hands back out to either side of the body.
And this time the knees go to the left. Turn the head to the right. Nice spinal twist. You might even feel a stretch in the upper part of your body. That is our halfway point. Two more breaths. Make them count. Use an inhale. Straighten the head and the core muscles to bring the knees back to center. If it feels good to rock side to side, do so. If you want to do your circles, just make sure you reverse them. Send those knees back to the mat. And this time we're going to close our feet together. Oof. And our reclined goddess pose. Nice deep breath. If it feels good, you can use your hand underneath your legs for some support. You can place your arms or your hands on top of your thighs. You have one hand at the chest, one at the pelvis, connecting the heart and the gut. Whatever feels good. Find your breath. Breathe into those tight spaces. Two more breaths. Make them count. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Next inhale, you can use the arms to assist. Close the legs. And if it feels good, you can hug the knees to the chest one more time. Rock side to side. Do circles if it feels good. Just make sure you reverse the circles. Release the feet. Now we're just sending the legs out into my favorite pose. This is our corpse. In fact, before you get comfortable, give the body one really good wiggle. Like shake it all out. Whew. And on your next exhale, release the entire body. Fully relaxed. And let's do our final body scan. This time we're going to actually do a step by step, starting at the feet, the heels. Should feel nice and heavy. Sending that energy past the ankles,
up the legs. The knees should be open and relaxed. It allows for the thighs, which goes up the pelvis, which should be feeling heavy like stone. Up the lower back, through the rib cage, past the back where all the internal organs sit, into the chest, right at the heart, the shoulder blades and the shoulders, down the arms and the elbows, the forearms and the hands. It can almost feel like there are two heavy stones sitting in the palms of the hands. As you work our way back up the shoulders to the neck. The back of the head should feel heavy. And then we wrap around the ears, the jaw, the scalp, and the hairline. All the tiny muscles in your face and your forehead should start to relax. And the nose. And the eyes. We should be taking a nice deep breath here, feeling the entire body sinking. It might even feel like you're sinking into water or into the earth. Maybe you're sinking into soil or mud, whatever looks and feels good to you visually. Remember, we are rooting into gratitude. This is the root chakra. We worked our way through our legs, opened up our pelvis, our lower back. And now we have the entire spine on the ground, meeting earth to earth, root to root. When you're ready, we're going to wiggle the toes to slowly come out of our body skin. If it feels good, bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the pelvis like we did. Or, again, taking a moment to savor the practice. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly come out of our corpse pose, but even here, make things gradual. We're going to gradually transition from laying down to sitting back up. When you're ready, we're just going to turn to the side, almost into a fetal position. If it feels good to rest your head on your hand, you can. Either way. Keep the eyes closed. Again, just taking a moment. How do you feel before and after your practice? Just thanking yourself for coming to the mat for this session. If you were able to stay the whole time, tell your body thanks you for the TLC. You're going to use this hand in an exhale to push off the mat, coming back into our sitting position at Sukhasana. Find your sitting bones. If it feels good to do the roots, taking here, meeting for a moment. And when you're ready, we're going to use an inhale to lift from the chest and the crown. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Use your next inhale, arms above the head. And meet a prayer above the head. Take a moment. Exhale. Bring the prayer down to heart. Gratitude. Thank you so much for meeting me here at the event today. I hope you enjoyed the session as much as I did. Take a moment to bow the head. Namaste from me to you. And thank you for meeting and showing up as part of my Fro Yogi family. It was a pleasure to have you here today. And that is a wrap. How far did I go? 15?
Yeah.
Almost an hour and 15 exactly. I think that's about.
I generally get like,
Ooh,
I generally get like a 15 minute.
I appreciate it. Well, it's been happening.